Hi and welcome to the loan management system. There's an error here that's supposed to be an M, and there's a couple of errors here as well. But let me show it to you before I correct those errors. Let's say the name is Peter and the address happens to be Goodman Road. Account type, let's say it's going for savings account, savings, and withdraw, no. Deposit, no. Overdraft, no. And how much is it going for? It's going for 6 figures. Rate at 9%. How many numbers of payment you intend to make? Let's say it's going for 60, and when you click on compute, so those are the information that will be printed out, or that the system generated. This is supposed to be 9%, and here that's supposed to be 60 months. So let me just correct those ones so that you guys don't get that mixed up. So the first thing, let's correct this before we go into Java development environment and start a new one. This system was actually developed at the request of someone, and that is why I'm pointing out all these minor errors. So let's go straight into this button right here and just correct that. Take it down and correct those minor errors. This should be in the first place. Payment per month or numbers of months, that should not have pound sign, and this should be interest rate. That should be interest rate. Okay, so this will be percentage, and this, let's make this months. So let's enter months. There may be 40 something months. Okay, those are the errors that's meant to be corrected. So let's compile. I'm going to compile it. Run. So let's compile it again. Here we go. Alright, so let's say the name is Dave Rock, and address happens to be Lee Road or Lee. Type of account, current account, no withdraw, no deposit, no overdraft. And the loan, let's go for 6 figures right there. Rate at 9%, and numbers of, let's say you intend to pay it over the period of 120 months, and that is all there is to it. You click on that there. Okay, so what I will do next is take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment, and you will see how to put this very beautiful tutorial together. Alright then, let's go straight into Java NetBeans now. Hi, I have a request here. This guy would like to know if I have codes for loan management system. Unfortunately, I don't have any code for loan management system, so we're gonna have to develop one together, or I will have to develop one for you right now. So maybe other viewers out there will benefit from it. So let's go to Java NetBeans. So we're now in Java NetBeans. I'm going to start a new project. So let's select Java. Java is selected. Java application. Click on next. And let's give that a name. We're just going to call it loan. I will uncheck create class or create main class. Click on finish. There. Okay, now that the program is building up, that is it right there. Right click on it and select new or JFrame form. Let's just call that iLoan, and I'll call the package iLoans and click on finish. Alright, the next thing is to go to the properties and just set the size, the preferred size of this form itself. maybe before that, let's just drag it to about that. Yeah, and drag this down as well. Now in the properties, I'll set the preferred size as, let's go for 1370 by 700. Alright, that's the preferred size right there. So if I run it, it should fill up this very screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna run it so that you guys see my preferred size. Okay, click on that and let's give it another go. There's nothing there, so right, this is how the JFrame form looks like. So I'm going to close that, and now let's start with the design of the interface. Let's go to the palette right there, let's select that. We're going to need a couple of those. We need about 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 for now. 2. Okay, let's just change the border style first before we start any other thing. Border style, let's go for, there we go, and just select line border and change that to 4 right there. Click on OK. Now let's copy this across because I need a couple of those more. Right, there we go. So one of them will be here, this one will be right here, and this will be up there. Good. Where these two will be somewhere here. Okay, that's fine. And bring that down. Take this out. And do that. Alright, this is how the form is looking right now. So okay, we then need some labels. Let's get some labels on board. We're gonna need a couple of these labels. Let's change that font and make that bold, maybe 14. Yeah, and just copy it across. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and do that really. Well, that pattern looks good. Do I really want it like that? Yeah, I want this in here and just delete these ones. Now I might as well just take advantage of those and just bring them right in here. I want them in here, so I need about 5 in there, maybe one more there. Okay, this is how my screen is looking right now. So I'm gonna need some, let's go for text box. Right there, we need a couple of those here. We need 1, 2. So, alright, those are the text box that we will need. Let's move this up, and move this up as well. Then maybe move this a little bit up, and this, take this back up there. Then we also need we're gonna need the text area right here. We paste that in here. That's good. Then we need some text box here as well. Just copy that. Let's see if I can paste it in there. Yeah, and I need maybe 2 more. Okay, so I then need one label up here. There is label, there we go, right here. We're going to have to change the size of that to something a bit larger. Oh well, let's just enter loan management systems and just enter that in there. Now we then need to change the font size. Make that bold, just make that maybe 60. Okay, I have adjusted that. Yes. Now we need some buttons here. Let's get the buttons here. Yeah, right here. We need about 2 of those or 3. Let's go for 3 for now. I can always add more. Alright, select all of those buttons and increase the font size. Make that bold. Go for 24. Right. That's fine. So the last button here, right click on it, select edit, and just let's enter. Yeah. And here let's right click, select edit as well, and change that to maybe reset. Let's come to the property and get that sorted here, and just enter jExit, and here it will be jReset. jReset, and this will be compute loan, something like that. Let's say jLoan. Okay, jLoan calculates. Yeah, jLoan calculates there, and the value in there, let's just change that to maybe, we change that to loan calculator. Yeah, maybe loan calculator. Right there. Okay, so double click or right click on the exit, go to action perform event, and just maybe enter the following lines of code. So we can just say system exit right there. So just make that 0. That's fine. So that's the exit command taken care of. And these ones, I then need to give them names. So let me first of all do that. Let's select it all and just change the font size. So you can always change the font size to whatever you want. So I'm just gonna change it to whatever I want here. I'm gonna say that would be about 18, and I will then speed this up and get back to you guys. Okay, this is how the screen is looking right now. So I'm just editing these and naming them all. So I'll just speed that up as well. Okay, this is how the interface is looking right now. Just run it so that you guys see how it looks. So I'm going to start with the coding. So let's right click on the loan button right there, and let's select action perform event, and maybe before that let's declare some variables right here. That's right underneath where it says public class iLoan. So right there I'm going to start by entering, let's say double loan. So that's my first variable. So let's go for another double. That will be interest rate. So that'll be interest. So that's my interest rate. So I just call it interest anyway. Now the next one, let's go for month. That will be month of payment anyway. Alright, so let's go for another one, maybe payment. Cancel that. Let's say payment right here. Alright, so for now those are my 4 variables. Okay, so let's go back to the button and just start with the coding right away. So the first thing I would do here is I'll declare some string right there. Let's go for, this is string balance. String balance, let's make that string equals this string dot format. Okay, and that'll be jTXT loan, I think is dot, okay, that's good, dot get text. So that is for the loan text. So let's just enter semicolon there. I really don't need this, let's get rid of that. Alright, that's fine. Okay, I will repeat exactly the same thing for the other buttons. Let's just copy this, although it will generate some error, but it's alright. And this will be month. Let's just call that I month. And this will become I interest. I capital interest. Okay. Now we need the names of those. Let's get their names. This one is known as, okay, txt interest, and this other one is known as month of payment, txt interest. So let's come back into the code, and this will be txt interest, and why this one is month of payments. Paste that in there. The other one, the last one, let's get the name of that as well, and name the name of that. Okay, let's copy that, come in here, let's paste it somewhere there. I don't need that. Let's copy this. Yeah, and paste that right there. That is month of payments. So can I cut it off and put it right in there? So that has to be done for the text box, because the text box will only accept string values. I suppose you understand that. Okay, the next thing is let's check if, let's say if there's let's say if txt, this very one, right? Okay, loan, if txt loan, if it's empty, I want the system to, if that is empty, let's go for dot equals, there's no value in there, so let's make that there. Then we're gonna need a message box anyway to output. Let's say j option plain dot show. Let's go for show message. I think it's a capital M. Okay, show message dialog. Yeah, show message dialog. Yeah, right there. Okay, and that'll be no value there. And right here, let's just enter my own message there. Let's go for, you must enter, let's say you must enter amount of loan. Yeah, amount of loan. Okay, amount of loan to borrow. All right, so that message will pop up if you don't enter any value in there. Comma, let's put a comma there, We now say let's just say loan system. Okay, I just want that and put another comma there. This one is getting too long, and the next thing is we now come in here and just say J option plain. Let's copy that and paste it right there. Dot information message. Let's say information message. There we go. Paste that in there. So that will generate the message box. So if I save, compile, and don't enter anything in there, I expect this message to pop up. So let's give that a try. Run it. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to enter anything in here. Just click on that. Yeah, there we go. That's good. You can see my loan message box that pops up saying you haven't entered anything in there, and there's a spelling error in here, so let's correct that as well. Okay, just correct that and call this the end of this very first part of the tutorial, because it's getting a bit too long now. So that's corrected, so I'm going to call that the end of this first part of the tutorial. See you guys in the second part.